Merry Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. The end of the year is nigh. It's the season of family, friends, and food, and we're not quite there yet. But to tide you over until the actual festivities begin, we've got a veritable spectacle of interest and excitement, so stay tuned. First up, have you ever wished you could touch a virtual object? It sounds crazy, I know, and maybe it's never crossed your mind, but thankfully, other people have been thinking about it for quite some time. Some folks from the Bristol Interactions and Graphics group have been working on the concept dubbed Ultra Haptics for a few years now. The basic concept is to use ultrasonic transducers, which sounds scary but effectively just create vibrations in the air to create tactile focal points in midair. It effectively takes your hands off and away from the two-dimensional plane offered by a touchscreen and creates a three-dimensional, tactile environment for you to interact with. Think about that for a second. Imagine being able to actually feel the angry birds rather than having to slide your finger along a touchscreen. This technology is of course very much in its infancy, but I slate it as a damn interesting one to keep your eye on. You never know where it might crop up. Next up, we've got our featured work section, and today we're talking about a gigantic piece of production that we've recently been working on for Rabobank. A few weeks ago, Rabobank hosted the Global Farmers Masterclass, a coming together of leading farmers from all corners of the earth, spending a week touring the Australian farmlands and sharing knowledge with one another. The week culminated in a conference, the F20 Food Summit, in which thought leaders discussed and tackled the ideas surrounding food security and how we're going to feed the ever-growing world in 2050 with less resources than we have now. We covered the entire week, sending cinematographers out to follow the farmers around Australia, all while planning and organising a multi-camera shoot for the F20 Summit. As well as this, we set up a live stream so that people unable to attend the summit were able to watch it as it all happened. We also generated a heap of video content for the summit itself, working day and night to produce animations from scratch shown throughout. Now, some of you may have already heard that we've been manufacturing video kiosks for the 100 years of Anzac commemoration happening over the next 4 years. These have been a hit with the local councils and RSLs all over the country, and now we're expanding our range, offering kiosks for all kinds of different purposes. Wayfinding, product information, museum exhibits and displays. Anywhere you can imagine a quality, interactive and cinematic presentation, we've got you covered. The kiosks themselves are quite easy to repurpose as well, with the front acrylic panel being entirely interchangeable. If any of this interests you at all, go ahead and give us a call. Finally, we've got something special, a sequel to the shortest film ever nominated for an Oscar, Submarine Sandwich. The original Oscar-nominated film called Fresh Guacamole is also linked below, but this is the gold standard of stop motion, so check it out. And that's it, that's all, that is the year, ladies and gentlemen. We made it. Does it seem like the year went quickly for anyone else? Was it just me? Either way, a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from everyone here at Page 2. Be sure to enjoy the end of your year. Relax, be merry, drink responsibly, and above all else, find something to smile about. We'll see you next year. See you next year. We will see you next year. It is the end of the year and I'm